Halo Combat Evolved is a 2001 first-person shooter developed by Bungie and published by Microsoft's Game Studios. Halo is set in the 26th century with the player assuming the role as Master Chief, a cybernetically enhanced super soldier. Accompanied by Cortana, the player battles aliens as they attempt to uncover the secrets of the mysterious ring-shaped world, Halo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Halo Combat Evolved. Halo is a critical and commercial success, and often is praised as one of the greatest video games for the original Xbox. Released November 15th, 2001, the game's popularity led to labels such as Halo Clone or Halo Killer for the first-person shooter genre. The game inspired and was used in the fan creation video series Red vs. Blue, which is credited as one of the first major successes for Machina Entertainment. So that's just kind of mind-blowing to me to look at that retrospectively. Holy shit, like Rooster Teeth is a thing because of this fucking game. I fucking achievement hunter and Halo Combat Evolved is a first-person shooter, or FPS, in which the players experience gameplay in a 3D environment almost entirely in a first-person view. The game features vehicles ranging from armored 4x4s and tanks to alien hovercraft and aircraft, many of which can be controlled by the player. Back in the day, this was a big deal. Using vehicles in an open and vast area was amazing. Halo broke down the boxed shooter that Doom and Quake built. The heads-up display, or HUD, was another revolutionary The heads-up display, or HUD, was another revolutionary tool in Halo Combat Evolved. The game's HUD includes a motion tracker that registers moving allies, moving or firing enemies, and vehicles in certain radius of the player. The player is also equipped with an energy shield that nullifies damage from weapons' fire and forceful impacts. The shield's charge appears as a blue bar in the corner of the game's heads-up display, or HUD, and it automatically recharges if no damage is sustained for a brief period. Again, using shields instead of only health bars allowed the player to take cover and recharge their shields, making combat more dynamic. Though, when the shield is fully depleted, the player becomes highly vulnerable, and further damage reduces their hit points or their health meter. Health can be replenished through the collection of health packs scattered around the game's level design, but they're not the most abundant thing in the level. Halo's arsenal has been praised for giving each weapon a unique purpose, thus making each useful in different scenarios. For example, plasma weapons need time to cool off if you fire them too rapidly. They don't have to reload, but you must discard them as soon as they're depleted. Whereas conventional firearms can't overheat, but do require you to reload and find ammunition. In contrast to the large weapon inventories of contemporary FPSs such as Doom and Quake, in Halo, players may carry only 2 weapons at once, calling for strategy and managing your resources and ammunition and what you can find on the level. Yet again, making combat more dynamic. It might seem silly now to think of being able to carry every weapon in the game, but for most of the 90s, having a massive weapon inventory was perfectly the norm. Limiting how many weapon slots led to the modern FPS, and added a true competitive nature to the game. Another way Halo departs from traditional FPS conventions at the time was by not forcing the player to holster the weapon before throwing grenades or even doing a melee attack. Instead, both attacks could be utilized while a gun is still equipped, supplanting or supplementing small arms fire. Like the game's weapons, the 2 types of grenades differ. The fragmentation grenade bounces and detonates quickly, whereas the plasma grenade adheres to a target before exploding. So basically frags and stickies, so pretty self-explanatory. It's just, yeah. People, please learn how to throw grenades. It can make all the difference in the campaign and also online play, competitive play, everything. A well-placed sticky is just
beautiful.
The game's main enemy is the Covenant, a group of alien species allied by the belief in a common religion surrounding Halo. Their forces include elites, fierce warriors protected by recharging energy shields, similar to the player's own energy shield. Grunts, which are short, cowardly creatures who are usually led by elites into battle and often flee in terror and fuck. Grunts, which are short, cowardly creatures who are usually led by elites into battle and often flee in terror as soon as they see you. They're little bitches, let's be fair. An absence of the leading elite jackals, usually as space pirates, who wear a highly durable energy shield on one arm and a form of a handgun on the other. While the terrifying hunters, large powerful creatures composed of small worm-like colonies with thick armor plates that cover the majority of the bodies and a large assault cannon that fires explosive rounds and green plasma, are a little bit more difficult to handle, so be careful of that. And, grenades, just saying. Hunters are meant to be hard. You're not bad at the game if you die. Just respawn and try again. Now for the real enemy. The Flood.
Ah, boy, here we go.
The Flood are a parasitic alien life form that appears in several variants. Well, it's mostly human or, alien zombies, so it still counts as variety. Another enemy is the Sentinels, aerial robots designed by extinct race called the Forerunners to protect their structures and prevent flood outbreaks. Sentinels are able to hover around in enclosed spaces to produce an energy shield when under attack. Okay, I hear you. What about the multiplayer?
I didn't ask for this.
Split Screen allows two players to cooperatively play Halo's campaign. The game also includes 5 competitive multiplayer modes, which can all be customized for games between 2 to 16 players. Guys, these were the days. I mean, these are the times that couch co-op was at its peak, Now, I was more into Halo 2 at the time, but competitive multiplayer started on the couch. And the Xbox's ability to link up to either another Xbox or even to a router so you could have a massive LAN party, that was huge. This was pure magic to me back in the day. Just having 20-foot Ethernet cables going everywhere and having a router tying it all together, just shit talking across the house, man. Just fuck you, and your rocket. Hey, shut the fuck up.
I am the hype!
And also, bathroom breaks were, at best 2 seconds. Nobody was waiting on your dumb ass for the next round. You better just get going, push it out, buddy. Man, these are the days I miss. I mean, even though I'm a hardcore PC master race kind of dude, I kind of wish I could still go back to the couch and just play split screen with both my brothers. Aside from its limitations, Halo's multiplayer components were generally well received and is widely considered as one of the best multiplayer games of all time. Although the Xbox version of Halo lacks any official support for online multiplayer, third-party packet tunneling software provides unofficial ways to get around this limitation. And of course, with Master Chief Collection, playing Halo Combat Evolved is as simple as one click on a PC. It's pretty freaking dumb. Buy the game, download the game, install the game, play the game.
Shut up and take my money!
Halo Combat Evolved takes place in the 26th with faster light travel. The human race has colonized... I misread that like a bitch. What the fuck? Halo Combat Evolved takes place in the 26th century. With faster than light travel, the human race has colonized planets other than Earth. The United Nations Space Command, or UNSC, develops a secret program to create augmented super soldiers known as Spartans. More than 20 years before the beginning of the game, a technologically advanced collective of alien races called the Covenant begins a religious war against humanity, declaring them an affront to their gods. Humanity's military experiences a series of crushing defeats. Although the Spartans are effective against the Covenant, they are just too few in number to turn the tide. In 2552, Covenant forces attack Reach and destroy the colony. The starship Pillar of Autumn escapes the planet with the Spartan Master Chief Petty Officer John 117 on board. The ship initiates a jump to slipspace, hoping to lead the enemy away from Earth. Now, I don't normally go too deep in the plot, but this is kind of important. The game begins as the Pillar of Autumn exits subspace and its crew discovers a large ring structure of unknown origin. The Covenant pursues the Autumn and attacks. With the ship heavily damaged, the Autumn's captain, Jacob Keyes, entrusts the ship's artificial intelligence, known as Cortana, and Master Chief in order to prevent the Covenant from discovering the location of Earth. He orders the crew to abandon the Autumn and pilots the ship to a crash landing on the Rain world. On the Rain surface, Master Chief and Cortana rescue the other survivors and help organize a counteroffensive. Learning that Keyes has been captured by the Covenant, Master Chief and a small group of soldiers rescue him from the Covenant Crusader Truth and Reconciliation. Keyes reveals that the Covenant called this Rain world Halo, and that they believe it to be a weapon. Intent on stopping the Covenant from using Halo, Keyes searches for a potential weapons cache, while Master Chief and Cortana mount an assault on the Rain world's control room. Cortana enters Halo's computer system after discovering something sends Master Chief to find and stop Keyes from continuing his search. Searching for the captain, Master Chief encounters a new enemy, the parasitic Flood. The release of the Flood prompts Halo's caretaker, the AI 343 Guilty Spark, to enlist Master Chief's help in activating Halo's defenses. After Master Chief retrieves the ring's activation index, 343 Guilty Spark transports him back to Halo's control room. Cortana intervenes before Master Chief can activate the ring. He has discovered the purpose of the installation is to destroy all sentient life in the galaxy, starving the Flood of potential hosts. When Cortana refuses to surrender Halo's activation index, 343 Guilty Spark attacks her and Master Chief. To stop Halo's activation, Master Chief and Cortana decide to destroy the installation. Needing Keyes' neural implant to destroy the Autumn, Halo with it, Master Chief returns to Truth and Reconciliation, only to find that Keyes has been assimilated by the Flood. Retrieving the neural implant with activation codes with the captain's remains, Master Chief returns to the wreck of the Autumn and manually destabilizes the ship's reactors, narrowly escaping the ensuing detonation in one of Autumn's fighters, while the majority of the remaining Covenant forces and affected Flood are destroyed along with the installation. Cortana tries to justify their sacrifices and believes their work to be finished, but the Master Chief states that they're only getting started. God damn, is this a good game. The perfect launch title for an amazing console. The story drives gameplay forward. Exploration is a huge deal, and the sound design will just last longer than my lifetime. It's so fucking good. Please play this game, become a Spartan, finish the fucking fight. Halo as a franchise has deep roots into my childhood. Halo 2 LAN parties were the best thing for late night summers. Halo 3 introduced me to Xbox Live. But Halo 1 introduced all of us to Master Chief. It laid the foundation for all modern FPSs today. I guess Halo Combat Evolved is the perfect game, surpassed by the sequel, but still so beloved by the fanbase today. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. It's fun. I just love this. I loved how this review video turned out. I think I did really well with it. The whole mini series of Halo Combat Evolved, I try to up the ante to my editing skills. I think I achieved it. I think I did pretty well from what I've done in the past. So very happy with that. And this is a great game, and this is one of those games I'm getting to play Halo Combat Evolved, getting to play a Super Mario World. This is the definitive FPS modern shooter that we have, but it's back in from 2001, and still it's a great game 20 years later, and it works really well with Master Chief Collection. Also, Master Chief Collection on Steam is dumb cheap, and it goes on sale all the time. Please check that out. But it's and also you could just plug in any 360 Xbox One controller, whatever, and just it just works. All the controls are mapped, and it works great, and it feels great, and you can also customize it or do whatever you want. This game doesn't have any real restrictions in the turn in any way of gameplay. accessibility or anything. So please go out, fucking play it. It's a great game. I just love it, and I just love you guys. But yeah. Anyways, I need to get out of here. I'm just rambling. So links down below for the Discord and the Twitch channel. I'd love your guys' support. I definitely want to try and make this a really a full-time job if I can at all. So please share, like, and just let me know what I can do to make these better. And as always, thank you for watching.